Love them knives here. We're talking Kansept today. We're talking Sparrow knives. Wow. This is the Thoth, or Thoth knife. That's what it's named, Thoth. Sparrow knife design, Greg Schaub, and this is the one with, they have variants, okay? I think 20CV is the other variant. This is the Damascus part, okay? And take a look at it. It's got the Sparrow Knives logo on it, Thoth. This is like a storm type anno thing. So, but they have them where you can get all kinds of variations on the theme, right? Okay, so you can get so much. I think they even have one with a Damascus inlay or whatever. But this is like a storm anno. That's not Damascus. So lightning strike. I'm sorry. See, I call it storm. Lightning strike. People call it different things. 3.5-inch blade. $247. And then if you can catch it on White Mountain, then you could get $24 off, I guess. 10% discount code is LTK. So at home to the Egyptian deity of wisdom. So I think that would be Thoth. I think that's how that's pronounced. I watch enough Egyptian stuff, that's for sure. Sleek and ergonomic. Okay, so this is a hollow grind blade as well as this one, right? This is one that I put up on my channel just recently, and this is the Baba Yaga, B-A-B-A, Yaga, Y-A-G-A. Interesting, isn't it? With that camo carbon inlay on it. Nice. But look at what's coming out. Wow, they're really working with Sparrow knives, aren't they? Doing some stuff. I got the shine on that blade, don't I? I got to push it away. The angle of the light here is killing it. But this Damascus looks beautiful, doesn't it? That is nice looking. So look at these two knives. That's amazing. Now, which one do you like better? I mean, that's kind of a tough decision, isn't it? Yeah, and this is not the first one he's done with him. He's done one before that I reviewed about a year ago, I guess. But wow, this is the sister knife of recent yore, right? And then we got the Thoth. So let's talk about this one because the ergos on this are really nice. Really rounded, contoured, and this is pretty seamless here. For a two-part deal, of course, well, it's going to have a little step there because it's, right now it's, there you go. Now it's a little less. But yeah, you're going to have a little bit of differential there in the height because this is messing with the frame lock. Or at least I'm going to call it a frame lock, even though it doesn't look like one, but it's acting like one. And you may want to call it a bolster lock or a liner lock. But the lockup is solid, no blade play. Yeah, boy, it's smooth. It looks like it's well done. Now it's not super drop sheddy right now, but I'll bet that'll change pretty quick when I get done pulling this one apart, and I will do a disassembly on this because this is interesting here. Probably a little number 6 right there. Number 8's it looks like on the rest of it, but we'll find out. How much does it weigh? And we'll find out as soon as the scale gets loaded up. 5 ounces. Okay, that's about what I would expect. It's got some heft to it, and I just rolled past grams again, didn't I? What's going on? There we go, 144. Okay, 5 ounces and 144 grams. Reverse grip feels good. Okay. Detent. Yeah, that's solid here. I wonder if I can. No, I can't even. That detent's pretty strong. It doesn't feel overly strong when you flick it, and basically, this is just like roll it open with your thumb or flick it with your finger, because there's no flipper tabs. It's not a front flipper, any of that. So it does flick right open though. And so the cutaway is nice because it gives you plenty of area to flick that open or roll it open with your thumb or whatever you want to do. Now, let's see how thin this is. It's 13.5 at 0.53. So that's a good hunk in the hand. And let me roll this over the way I get the flat at 0.13 at 3.3 millimeter. Okay. So that's some decent thickness on the blade. It's some decent thickness on the handle as well. And it's 5 ounces, so you'll feel this one when you get it in your hand. It's got some heft to it. This is not a super lightweight gent carry. And there's my balance is real easy to find. There's a height differential here. It's easy to disengage the lock bar. And there it goes. All the way around. So, as far as that goes, the ergos are fine. I'm a little, where I'm kind of connecting here, I feel like I'm pushed back just a little bit here. I keep thinking I'd like to get closer, but I guess, and really, it's not much of an opportunity to get way up on here. You can a little bit. But, oh, by the way, let's grab a piece of paper. Okay. Wow. Okay, so it's got a good factory edge on it, no doubt. I like the design. Of course, his designs are pretty well sought after. I mean, he makes custom knives, by the way. But to be able to get one of these at a fraction of what you would pay for a custom of his is a great opportunity. I like the way he did this here. That looks cool. Both sides there. And here, we'll see. I think Kansept was saying something about captured pivot, but they were going, some people don't like that for a reason. I can't remember what they were saying about it, but I mean, you always have the ability to get this from both ends and crack it open regardless if it's not a captured pivot. But there she goes. And like I said before, hollow ground. Now, it should hold up pretty well. It feels solid. And their fit and finish is great on their knives. They're as good as anybody. And there she drops. Now, it comes in a box. And on the end, of course, Sparrow knife design, 3.43, Damascus bead blast, and the lightning strike. Okay? And inside, of course, this is where the plastic, the knife, comes in here. So it's not a zipper pouch per se. And then in here is a microfiber cloth and your paperwork, okay? And so it all goes together, sliding shut here. Solid box for sure. Solid box for sure. So I'm waiting for you guys to vote. Which one do you like? The Baba Yaga or the Thoth? Which one would you prefer? I'm going to default towards this one. This one's definitely a larger knife. You can tell that all day long. But that's not the only reason. I think it's just because I like this very smooth, rounded lobe here on the handle. And then they're both hollow grind, but I think I like a more traditional looking. This is a little bit more out there, but I mean, more of like a sheep's foot, modified sheep's foot thing. But, they're both nice. All right, let's take one, which is the one we're talking about, the Thoth, and slap down the blue. And let's see what she looks like inside, if I can get everything put together on this. And we will come about, I don't know if this, well, it goes from both sides. But this one, I could feel it moving over there, but just holding it with the finger caused it to come apart. And you know what? Yeah, this is a number 6. I was wondering if that wasn't. Now, that would be my only other thing is need to start doing number 6s on the body. And I would think that Greg would maybe talk to them about getting number 6s. Since he's the designer on these, that he would kind of have some input in being able to get that done. Now, let's pop this off. Came right off. Weight relieved on the inside. Oh, here's these. Now, I guess you can take that off. That's interesting. So what happens here if you do this? Like it's that important, but I mean, if you're just trying to get to the bearings or clean things up or whatever, that's what that is. But how do I get to that? And I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it just popped out. Oh, this just gets held in by the pivot screw. Well, you're going to find out. You're finally going to get frustrated enough to do that. Okay, so you're off in here. Wow, you are definitely off in there. And then, so here's this. So, okay, so that's kind of clever. Okay, I would have never thunk. And so there's that. And here's the underneath. And here's this little area with this. Okay, we got the little bearing race in there, and we have this, which is just a one-piece milled, machined scale. Okay, and then this fits up underneath here to kind of spot it, right? Get your butt over here. Oh yeah, okay, there's this fits up to this, so you got it settled right. And then here's the Damascus blade. Okay, and then here is this. And then there's the bearing with the race, washer. And yeah, it's not a captured pivot, but just for some reason, I was able to break it loose without using another number 8 Torx. So it came apart pretty damn easy. That's your disassembly. There you go. And it's just fine. Dropping a little bit better than it was when I first got it, that's for sure. After a little disassembly, lubrication, and pivot adjustment, it's looking just fine. It's the Thoth. Whole bunch of variants available at a little bit different pricing here and there, as depending on what you choose. And you guys, I'll give you all the links down below. Also, look at White Mountain Knives, see what they're going to carry. LTK is your discount code, 3 letters, LTK, for 10% off. You guys, stay sharp.